perfume in a ventilated room. He'll kiss you with a carrot, then blast you with a bat. It was no holds barred with a Cuban cigar, like word to Allah. Him style was subpar. That brother Sankofa after he punched you in the jaw, yelling Constitution law as if it had no flaw. See, this cannot be restored, which is born from manure, even harder to ignore. Knocking at your door, especially for the poor who's starving forevermore. He's a man, not a bore. She's a queen, not a whore. He got fear-induced love on the counter at the store, and I will not pay the price. Somebody gon' pay tonight, like after first dawn, when he murdered your firstborn and said you get another chance, a victim of circumstance. But if you're in a desert and you've been placed there involuntarily, is it your fault you die of hunger? Sorta is, sorta not. Like a character to the plot, based on who wrote the script on some bullshit. Rally around the flag, rally around the red, the gold, the black and green. Rally around the flag, rally around the red, the gold, the black and green. Thank you so much, y'all.
Professor Irima.
Hey,
You look like you've been on you like a long time.
Don't stay here. Before I bring my friend who hooked me up to Hasinatu, I just want to say thank you to this sister. And as the whole evening went out, I realized where she comes from. I was in Brazil with her a few weeks ago. I kept looking at her, how she dissolved into the Brazilian black culture. She was not the stinking, ugly American. She was this African. And then I can see now how she was raised to fit there. I was like fascinated. Her and me had a bad thing going. She came to Howard, then dropped out, and I said, she's flaky. With an African name, Fulani, she's flaky. And then I see her in Brazil, I was knocked. And I'm looking still for her mother to tell her. We always see each other in the pool. I don't see her anymore. But I'm going to tell her how lucky she is. I saw her there in this African setting in Salvador. She was just, I couldn't distinguish. It's the sister I knew in Washington. She was so with brothers and sisters. She fitted so good. And I'm serious about this because sometimes we say Africa, Africa, and then when the reality hits, we go to Africa, we stick out, demanding many things, including frigid air for our air-conditioned transplant or something.
Come on, man.
But anyway, so I just want to thank her. I think this evening is amazing. Hasinatu deserved such an event. I was scared to come because I usually don't go. I disappear. I'm with people, but not in moments like this. But it's very, very, very encouraging to see this young people. You know, you see Jabari and you say, hey, he's so well raised, good, spiritual. When I saw him last at Akron's drumming, he just takes you into another planet. This is where they come from. This independent African-centered school has produced, and Hasinatu is part and parcel of that. And I want to say this, like, for me, Hasinatu, this is a liberated territory, we call it. Everybody that paid to see Sankofa, you empowered me with this building. My wife and me just said, this is where we're going to settle. We have no other fantasy but here, within our community, and just people like Hasinatu come and they help us teach young people. She's a different kind of person. She doesn't impose herself, but she is just a sounding board to whatever level the person is without judgment, and I appreciate her. And then I know where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Now I want to bring, Sankofa.